Good morning and welcome to Centro, everyone. I'm Yadires, Nova-Salcedo. So glad to have you with us. They've been serving their community for half a century. The South End Community Health Center is a comprehensive healthcare organization for all residents of the South End and surrounding communities. Their mission is to provide the highest quality healthcare that is culturally and linguistically sensitive to every patient, regardless of their ability to pay. To talk to us about the different programs and services they offer and about an event they will be having on Wednesday, May 8th, for their 50th anniversary celebration. With us this morning is its CEO, Bill Walczak. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Yadires.
And I'm hoping that I pronounced that correctly, the Walczak.
It's close enough.
Yes?
Yeah.
How is it that you pronounce it?
Walczak's good.
Walczak,
yeah.
okay.
Various members of my family say it different ways.
Yes,
but,
yes, yes. Thank you so much for coming by.
It's great to be here.
50 years.
Yeah.
That is definitely a reason to celebrate, you would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of community organizations that have been around for 50 years. You know?
So talk to us about the programs and services that you guys offer.
Well, it's foremost a medical facility, so there's physicians and pediatricians and family docs and internists and obstetricians, yes. And we also have a large behavioral health department with psychiatrists and psychologists and social workers, dentists, eye care people. We sell glasses, including these. And so it's, and then we have lots of outreach workers and lots of special support for people that need it. We also have a program for people who have substance abuse issues.
Yes, yes.
And early childhood programs where we have a wonderful program. It's only the fifth in the country. It's a joint residency to train doctors who will be both psychiatrists and family medicine doctors. And that's something that's highly unusual, really needed when you think about healthcare and people's needs. Combining the behavioral issues with the medical issues is something that we should be doing all across the country, but it's actually a rare program for this country.
Well, you've been able to meet, the needs of so many people since 1969. Obviously, are there a lot of Latinos? I understand, what, 60%?
Yes, yes, it is a
go there. That's
very,
great.
very Latino organization, and it has been from the beginning. 50 years ago, it was a group of women of color, including many Puerto Rican women, who kind of crashed the board meeting of the Department of Health and Hospitals of the city of Boston and demanded health care, because health care in those days was few and far between. There are very, very few health centers anywhere in the country. Yes. And so, the notion of going to an emergency room of a hospital to get basic immunizations or for your pregnancy or something like that was, it was disrespectful to people. Yes. And so they crashed the board meeting and demanded their own health care, and the South End Community Health Center was born.
And thank God they crashed it.
I know. And it's still there. Exactly. 19,000 people get their health care at the South End Community Health Center.
It is amazing. So this past Wednesday, May 1st, was a special day for you guys. Talk to us about it.
Well, you have a resource fair, and to let people know what kind of resources are available to them and their families. And that's the kind of thing that we do as a health center, is make sure that, there's a lot of resources out there, and a lot of times people don't access them because they don't know about them. So having a resource fair to let people know what's going on in their community, what kinds of things are available to them, whether it's, summer camps or just general services or whatever, those are things that we can do.
Again. So May 8th is a special day, and especially I want to say thank you, because I'm going to have the great honor of being your MC for this very, very important event. So talk to us about the 50th anniversary.
Well, the 50th anniversary, obviously, 50 year is a wonderful number. As I mentioned, there's just so few organizations that can date back to 1969. But if you think about 1969, it was a revolutionary period. The women who crashed the board meeting were doing something that was happening. Think about it. It was Woodstock. It was the Stonewall riots. It was the crash of the Harvard's administrative offices were crashed by the Students for a Democratic Society, and these women went and made sure that they were going to get access to good health care. So we celebrate the activism that created it and the activism that continues in the South End to make sure that people get access to the services they need. So it's a great party. Basically, it's a big party, and we have, we'll have food and drink, we'll have games, we have music, and we have Felix Ramos, who's going to tell his story. He was a baby at the South End Health Center.
Really?
Back.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, and
Yes.
we have you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes.
Really quickly, who should be going? And there's still tickets. They can go to the website?
You can go to our website, SECHC.org.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's still tickets to it, and we're going to have a wonderful time, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Thank you.
It's a cocktail party,
Yes,
right?
thank you so much for stopping by. Again, congratulations, 50 years.
Yes.
And I can't wait for the 8th.
And I
can't wait
and
for
I
our
can't
viewers
wait to
come.
be with you.
Thank you so
Yes.
much. I can't wait to see you then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
For more information on the South End Community Health Center and their South End Kicks 50th anniversary celebration, you could call them at 617-425-2000. You can also get a direct link to their website and their social media pages visiting us online at cbsboston.com/centro. There you can get more information on today's show and our past shows. You can watch both the English and the Spanish versions of Centro. And we also want to invite you to connect with us on social media. That's on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And that will do it for this week's Centro. I'm Yadires Nova-Salcedo, inviting you to step forward to a better you. See you next week.